Thor Odinson, he is the standard version of the character. He is the prince of Asgard and the son of Odin. He controls the weather and uses lightning in battle. His main focus is protecting both Asgard and Earth. He wears silver chainmail armor, a long red cape, and a silver helmet with wings on the sides. He carries Mjolnir, a magical hammer made of Uru metal, and sometimes Stormbreaker, a giant axe which was given to him after Hela broke Mjolnir into pieces. Ultimate Thor. He comes from the Earth 1610 universe. Early on, people thought he was a human nurse who had a nervous breakdown. He claimed to be a god, but no one believed him. His powers come from a man-made harness and belt designed by European scientists. He later learns he really is a reincarnated god. He wears a modern, dark outfit without a cape. He uses a large axe-hammer hybrid that relies on technology instead of magic. Jane Foster. She was Thor's human girlfriend. When Thor loses his ability to lift his hammer, the hammer calls to Jane. She lifts Mjolnir and gains the powers of Thor. She is fighting cancer in her human form. When she transforms into a god, the magic cleanses her body of her chemotherapy treatment, making her cancer worse. She wears a silver mask to hide her face, a chest plate, and a red cape. She throws Mjolnir with more skill than the original Thor. Beta Ray Bill. He is an alien from the Corbinite race. His people altered his body to protect them as they traveled through space. He fought Thor and won, proving he was worthy to lift Mjolnir. Odin saw his noble heart and gave him his own golden hammer named Stormbreaker. He has a face like a horse and orange skin. He wears armor similar to the classic Asgardian suit, but with shoulder pads. Throg. His real name is Simon Walterson. He was a normal human who was turned into a frog by a witch. He lived in Central Park with other frogs. He found a chipped piece of Mjolnir. When he hit the piece on the ground, it turned into a tiny hammer called Frognjolnir. He gained the powers of the Thunder God. He is a small green frog. He wears a tiny winged helmet, a red cape, and silver chest armor. Old King Thor. This is Thor from the far future. He is the last king of Asgard. He sits on the throne at the end of the universe. He's missing an eye and his left arm. He replaced his arm with the arm of the Destroyer armor. He looks a lot like his father Odin. He is tired from thousands of years of fighting. He wields Mjolnir and commands the full power of the Odin force. He wears dark royal armor and a thick fur cloak. Rune King Thor. He reaches the highest level of power. He goes through a series of painful tests to learn the magic of the runes. He hangs himself from the world tree and sacrifices both of his eyes. He sees the past, present, and future at the same time. He is stronger than Odin and the beings who control destiny. He wears standard Asgardian armor but glows with bright blue magic. He uses rune magic to reshape reality. Eric Masterson. He was a normal construction worker. He was injured during a superhero battle. Odin merged his life with Thor to save him. For a while, they shared the same body. Later, Eric became a hero on his own. Odin gave him an enchanted mace called Thunderstrike. He fights street-level crime in New York. He wears a red leather vest, a lightning bolt shirt, jeans, and a ponytail. Red Norvell. He was part of a documentary film crew that went to Asgard. Loki manipulated him into taking Thor's place. He put on a belt of strength and special iron gloves that allowed him to lift Mjolnir. He was intended to die in battle instead of the real Thor to fulfill a prophecy. He survived and became a protector of Asgard. He has bright red hair and a thick beard. He wears a simple tunic and armor. Dargo K. Tor. He lives in a dark future in the year 2587. Earth is ruled by evil corporations. The people worship the old heroes. Dargo finds Mjolnir stuck in a rock. During a riot, he pulls the hammer out and becomes the new god of thunder. He leads a rebellion against the government. He wears a futuristic blue and yellow suit with metal plating and a short red cape.
Thor 2099. His real name is Cecil McAdam. He is a priest who belongs to a church that worships Thor. The evil Alchemex Corporation genetically alters him to give him superpowers. They trick him into thinking he is a real god. His job is to enforce corporate rules and fight heroes like Spider-Man 2099. He has long blonde hair. He wears a heavy blue and gold armor suit with large shoulder spikes and uses an electronic hammer. Zombie Thor. He is from a universe where a virus infected all the heroes. He is dead but still moves and thinks. He eats human flesh to survive. Because he is dead and evil, he can no longer lift Mjolnir. He makes a fake hammer out of a concrete block and a metal pipe to hit people. He is rotting, missing parts of his skin, and wears torn, dirty Asgardian armor. Iron Hammer. He exists in a reality where the souls of heroes were combined. He is a mix of Thor and Iron Man. His name is Stark Odinson. He was banished to Earth without his memories. He built a suit of armor powered by magic. He uses technology and ancient runes together. He wears a red and gold mechanical suit. He uses a large hammer that is also a giant battery and an energy weapon. Storm Thor. Aurora Monroe is a mutant who controls the weather. Loki once gave her a magical hammer called Stormcaster. She gained Asgardian powers and became a goddess. She struggles with the dark magic inside the hammer. She commands lightning with both her mutant genes and the magical weapon. She wears a black leather suit with a silver headpiece and a large red cape over her shoulders. Rogue Thor. She exists in a timeline where the X-Men fought the Avengers. Rogue uses her mutant power to drain Thor's life. She absorbs all of his powers and his memories. She permanently takes his place. She feels bad for killing him and tries to be a good hero to honor him. She wears her green and yellow mutant uniform combined with a red cape and carries Mjolnir. Groot Thor. He is part of the Thor Corps, a police force made of different variants from across the multiverse. He is a living tree from space. He is large and made of brown bark. He can only say a few words. He controls lightning and hits his enemies with great force. He wears a large metal belt, a red cape, and carries a wooden version of the hammer made from his own branches. Thor. He is known as the Dog of Thunder. He is an actual dog from a universe of animal heroes. He has white fur and floppy ears. He guards his animal friends against villains. He wears a tiny red cape tied around his neck and a winged collar. He carries a small bone-shaped hammer in his mouth that lets him fly and shoot sparks. Herald Thor. Galactus, the Eater of Worlds, needs help to defeat a great threat. He chooses Thor to be his new servant. Galactus gives him cosmic power. Thor uses this power along with his own magic. He has glowing white eyes and a dark aura. He wears black armor with glowing cosmic lines. He still uses his hammer, but it is now charged with the power of the stars. Unworthy Thor. He loses the right to hold his hammer after hearing a dark secret. He drops Mjolnir on the moon and cannot pick it up. He becomes sad and angry. He uses an axe called Jarnbjorn instead of a hammer. He rides a giant goat. He loses his left arm in a fight and replaces it with an arm made of black Uru metal. He wears no shirt and a dark hooded cape. War Thor. Volstagg is a large, happy friend of Thor. After he sees children die in a fire, he becomes angry. He finds the hammer from the Ultimate Universe and picks it up. The hammer changes his personality. He becomes obsessed with war and killing enemies. He wants to destroy anyone who causes pain. He is heavy and wears dark red and black armor. He uses the large axe hammer weapon. Thordis. She comes from a timeline where Jane Foster finds the walking stick instead of Donald Blake. She turns into a female version of the Thunder God. She fights monsters and protects Earth. Odin forces her to give the hammer to her future husband. Odin then makes her a god anyway. She wears classic Asgardian chainmail, a helmet without a mask, and a long cape over her shoulders. Ragnarok clone. During a civil war between heroes, Tony Stark creates a clone of Thor. He uses a strand of hair to make the body and machines to copy the mind. The clone lacks a real soul or morals. In his first battle, he kills a hero named Goliath. He uses a fake hammer that shoots electricity. He looks just like the real Thor, but his eyes glow red and he has exposed wires under his skin. Destroyer Thor. The Destroyer is a giant suit of metal armor used to guard Asgard. It has no mind of its own. It needs a life force to move. In some battles, Thor's soul is put inside the armor. He becomes a silent machine made of dark metal. He has no face, just a glowing slit for eyes. He shoots energy beams from his face and uses physical strength instead of lightning. Magni. He is the son of Thor and the Enchantress in an alternate future. His father rules the earth with a heavy hand. Magni sees that humans are unhappy. He rebels against his father to bring back freedom. He is young and strong. He has blonde hair. He wears armor that looks like a mix of royal gold plates and simple human clothing. He wields Mjolnir after his father becomes unworthy. Woden. He is another son of Thor living in the 31st century. He acts like a spoiled prince. He refuses to fight until his friends are in danger. He joins the Guardians of the Galaxy. He takes his duties seriously later in life. He looks like a younger version of his father. He wears a simple tunic and carries a heavy mace instead of a standard hammer. Thor-El. He is a mix of Thor and Superman from the Amalgam universe. He is an alien from a dying planet. His father sent him to Earth in a small ship. He grew up on a farm. He gains power from the yellow sun and a magical hammer. He has black hair. He wears a blue suit with a red cape and a large yellow symbol on his chest.
Viking Thor. This version is from the year 1000 AD. He visits Earth to answer the prayers of real Vikings. He fights in their wars. He later realizes his followers are hurting innocent people. He leaves Earth to let humans make their own choices.
He wears thick leather armor, heavy animal furs, and a horned helmet. He uses a simple iron hammer that shows battle damage. Spider Thor. He comes from a world where Peter Parker finds the hammer instead of being bitten by a spider. He tries to balance high school with being a god. He uses his weather powers to stop bank robbers. He has the voice of a teenager. He wears a red and blue suit with a web pattern, but he also has a red cape and a winged mask. Hulk Thor. Bruce Banner is exposed to magic instead of radiation. When he gets angry, he transforms into a giant monster with weather powers. He has trouble controlling his temper. He causes huge storms when he yells. He is tall with green skin and large muscles. He wears torn Asgardian pants and carries a giant rock shaped like a hammer. Vampire Thor. He lives in a world ruled by Dracula. He is bitten by a vampire and turns into a creature of the night. He cannot go out in the sun. He drinks the blood of his enemies. He still uses lightning, but it hurts him when he casts it. He has pale skin, red eyes, and sharp fangs. He wears black armor and a tattered, dirty cape. Cancerverse Thor. He is from a universe where death was defeated. Without death, life grew out of control like a sickness. He is a twisted, evil version of the hero. He serves dark gods with many tentacles. He is loud and mean. His body looks stretched and sick. He wears broken armor covered in strange purple magic. His hammer has spikes and eyes on it.
So, which Thor is your favorite variant? Let me know down in the comments.